Hey guys, good evening. Guys, can you see my screen? Just type S in the chat box if you're able to see my screen. Great. Thanks for the confirmation, guys. Today, we are going to start Selenium 4 automation. I don't have to say Selenium 4. You can simply say Selenium automation. Otherwise, 4 is the latest version of Selenium when I'm actually teaching you guys. Okay. 4 is the version of Selenium when I'm actually teaching you guys. Okay. At this particular, date, month and year, when I'm teaching you guys, version of Selenium, latest version of Selenium is Selenium 4. Fine. So till now, I've covered only the core Java part, all the prerequisites that are required for Selenium automation, like HTML, CSS, uh, other stuff like locators, all these things I covered, right? There are a lot of other things that I have to cover. So let me go through the notes once, where we are, etc. Yeah, here we are. Okay, I completed modifiers and interfaces, and now we are into Selenium for automation. Then after Selenium for automation, I'll go with Selenium WebDriver commands. Then we'll go with the remaining concepts of Java. Then I'll cover locators topics in depth. Then we'll go with the advanced topics of Selenium. And thereafter, we'll start with the framework concepts followed by the frameworks. That's how our course is designed. And after that, we'll go with the manual testing also. So fine. So in this session, I'm going to start with Selenium for automation. So starting from very scratch, like installation and all, okay, how to get started, I'm going to cover in this session, okay, fine. So anyone new to this batch, join today itself, like that. So just type me in the chat box. If you're new to the batch, just type me in the chat box. Is anyone new to this batch and this is your first session? Like, yeah, Chetna, Sangar, okay, who else has joined today? Yeah, Gordon. Anyone else who have joined today? Is your first session? Just type me in the chat box. Okay, if it's 4 session, no need to worry. Fine. So anyone who has joined newly to this batch, I'm going to talk to you guys at the end of the session. So be there in the session till the end of the session. Okay, I'm going to give you a plan and all, like what you have to prepare and all those stuff if you have joined in between. Fine. So let's continue. Topic is Selenium for automation. Till now, I covered some core Java concepts that are required for us to start with the Selenium WebDriver automation. This is what is Selenium WebDriver. Which component of Selenium I'm going to teach you right now? In Selenium, we have different components like Selenium ID, Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Grid. In this 3 active components we have these days in the market. Which component I'm going to teach you right now? Selenium WebDriver is the component I'm going to teach you right now. Okay, this is the main component of Selenium, guys. Selenium WebDriver is the main component. Everyone type in the chat box. Main component. Selenium WebDriver is the main component. Out of all the components, in real time we use Selenium WebDriver, guys. So Selenium WebDriver is the main component of Selenium. Fine, great. So let's begin. To begin, guys, already we have Eclipse ID. I launched my Eclipse ID. Okay, so because I've already covered core Java and all the prerequisite things that are required for Selenium automation, getting started and all those stuff, right? Already covered here. I'll simply launch Eclipse ID. In the Eclipse ID, we are going to create a fresh new project. Okay. In order to launch Eclipse ID, is Java required? Yes or no, guys? Is Java required for Eclipse ID? Without installing Java in your machine, can you launch Eclipse ID? No, we cannot launch Eclipse ID without Java. But you see, already as part of the Java sessions and all, I have shown you how to install Java, how to install Eclipse ID, how to write the Java programs, etc. Here, I am going to select, this is batch 2. I'm going to select batch 2. Here, I have multiple workspaces. For the batch 1 that I'm taking in the morning hours, right, where framework concepts are going on, this is a workspace I'm using where I'm creating some projects related to batch 1. Here, batch 2, as part of demonstration, whatever the projects are required, right, I'm creating in this workspace of batch 2. Okay, my personal other workspaces are there. I'll go with the batch 2 now. Click on launch. In a while, Eclipse ID will launch. So in order to install and get started with Selenium automation, there is no special software, guys. A lot of people think that Selenium automation tool is a tool. It looks like a GUI kind of software interface will be there. They'll think of, but will be there any GUI interface? Will be there any GUI interface? No, guys. Okay, Selenium WebDriver doesn't have any GUI interface. Rather, it is an API library. What is the Selenium for or Selenium WebDriver? It is an API library. It contains a set of predefined classes, interfaces containing some predefined methods. That's what Selenium WebDriver is all about. If I take you, meanwhile the Eclipse IDE launched. Meanwhile the Eclipse IDE, I think it already has launched. Okay, let me close all this stuff. I'll freshly create a new project, guys. Just give me a second. Eclipse IDE has launched now. Okay, then I'll just close all this stuff. Close. Then I'll just close it. Close and close all. Yeah, it's an API library. You guys are right. It's an API library. Till now, guys, till now, only one project I created. What is Java project 1? Where I have demonstrated the Java concepts. Whatever the Java topics I covered so far are part of this project. Like program 0, class and objects, constructors, data types, flow control statements, inheritance, interfaces, Java introduction related topic, literals, methods, modifiers. In modifiers, I covered access and non-access modifiers, and then operators, then overloading, overriding, variables, variables types. Like there are many things I covered here so far, right? As part of this project. As part of Selenium automation, I'm not going to do the Selenium automation in this project. Rather, I would like to take a separate project for Selenium automation. So I'll create a separate project. So Selenium is not a visual tool. Okay. It's not a visual tool. At least the Selenium ID is a visual tool, guys. Okay. At least the Selenium ID, which is a Chrome browser extension, looks some visual functionality is there in the Selenium automation. One of the Selenium component, that is Selenium ID, which is a record and playback tool. Some visual functionalities are there. But in Selenium WebDriver, which is a main component of Selenium, we don't have any visual GUI or etc. Okay, so we simply have to create a new Java project, and we have to use this Eclipse ID, and in that Eclipse ID we have to, like, we have added this Java library, right, which is also an API library. Java library is also an API library. Similarly, we are going to add one more library to this project, that is Selenium library, guys. Okay, it comes in the form of a library. It's not a visual tool, it is a library rather than a visual tool. A lot of people who are very beginners of Selenium automation, right? They think that Selenium WebDriver is a visual automation tool where you can see all the options like how to create automation tests, give the name of the test. Nothing will be there here. Okay, it's simply a API library similar to the Java API library. Selenium WebDriver library is another library. Okay, I'll just take you here to the official website of Selenium. And in the Selenium WebDriver, there are in this Selenium official website, there are 3 components. These are the main 3 components which are active right now. Selenium ID is having some visual functionality will be there for this component, where you can see here launch Selenium ID here. You got the visual components here. Visual functionality is there, but this kind of visual nature will not be there for Selenium WebDriver. Even Selenium Grid also doesn't have any visual features. Okay, visual UI or GUI will not be there. Okay, Selenium Grid works on top of Selenium WebDriver, so they are like API libraries only. If you want to go to the documentation, you can go there and getting started. Okay, install a Selenium library. They are not saying tool here. You see, install a Selenium library. They are saying, okay, since Selenium is not a visual automation tool, rather it is a library, guys. Install a Selenium library. They are saying. So you can get all the documentation from here. You see, it doesn't look like a tool here. Okay, that's what proves that. You can go to the download section and also here. Okay, if you go to the API docs here, option here, you can get all the API library of Selenium WebDriver for Java. Okay, for Selenium Java, there is an API library. This is Selenium Python. For Selenium Python, if you want to go with Selenium Python, this is the API library of Selenium Python. This is the API library of Selenium Python. If you want to go with another language API library, you can select the appropriate API docs option under this. Okay, here if you want, because in our session, I'm going to cover what? I'm going to cover what as part of this Selenium WebDriver. Our training is based on Java or Python, etc. What I'm taking here into consideration. At this moment, my training is on Java, guys. Okay, at this moment, my training is on Java. So we'll go with Java only. In the Java, I'll just click on under the Java, I'll click on the API docs. So here you see a lot of packages are there. Under the packages, there are different packages available here. Under the packages, we have a lot of predefined classes. Okay, if you go to the classes, you see there is one by class. Okay, there is a by class in, and this by class has a lot of methods, predefined methods, etc. You see by dot name, by dot id, by dot link text, by dot name. Many predefined methods are there. Using this particular predefined methods will help us in automating the application. Okay, using that particular predefined methods of those predefined classes or interfaces in that Selenium WebDriver library, we are going to automate the stuff. Okay, so today I'm going to specially deal with today, not today, but generally in this session, you can say in this session I'm going to deal with how to create the Selenium automation scripts using the Selenium WebDriver component of Selenium, which is nothing but an API library. For that, first thing is that I need to create a new project. I'll just select this. If Maven project is coming here, you can select here, guys. It's not required like you have to go to project every time. If it's not visible, then you select new project and then here type Maven here. Make sure that you are selecting Maven only. Okay, we are going to use Maven in the real time. Better to use Maven. Don't change anything in the screen. Click on next. Here, wait for a while until these archetypes will get downloaded here. Let's wait for the archetypes. They got retrieved here. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Okay, I'm not getting the appropriate one, so I'll just cancel this one and create another. I'll try again. I'll just say Maven project. Click on next. Sometimes it may happen where you will not get 1.4 option. You may have to, do this again until you get that. We need 1.4 version. Okay, it's not coming, guys. I think I need to do what? It should come now. So what is happening here? I'll just try again. Here Maven folder is there. Under that Maven project is there. Just click on next. Maven. Or I'll search for Apache. Is there an Apache coming? Let's see. Some 1.4 Apache should be there. Okay. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Yeah, now it came. I don't know why, but it came now. Sometimes there will be some temporary glitch. It may not come. You better wait until this comes. Okay. Or Apache Maven archetypes Maven archetype quick start 1.4. Okay. Make sure that it's from Apache. And it is archetype template type is Maven archetype quick start. Click on next. All these things I already covered as part of the Java sessions and all. All these things I already covered as part of the Java sessions. So hope you are aware of. Selenium project 1, I'll say. Okay. Like Java project 1, I'll say Selenium project 1. Okay. Simple. Now here, I'll just give some group ID. You can give any random group ID. Okay. This is a project name. Guys. This is a group ID. Some package name you can give SPAC or something. Just some random package name you give. Click on finish. The moment you click on finish, some building process will go on here. Until then, until the building process is successful here, the project will not be created. Okay. The latest versions of Eclipse ID and all this kind of stuff is happening. The older versions, the project used to be created immediately. But in the latest versions, it's one more step is required to create that Maven project. So here, in a while, it will ask yes or no. Okay, we have to either type Y or N. I'll type Y here. It's asking us to type Y. Press enter. Build success. Once build is successful, the project will be created here. The loading process should complete here. As part of the previous project also, same thing we have done, right? The same thing guys, here also same thing. Like this, we have to create the Maven project. Like this, we have to create the Maven project. In the previous, what is there? We have used a normal project earlier. This time we are using a Maven project. I think this is the first time I'm covering the Maven project for you, right? Guys, is this the first time I'm covering the Maven project for you? Yes, great. Okay, till now, normal Java project we created. Till practicing Java, right? Normal Java project is enough. But in real time, we have to use a Maven project, guys. No one uses a normal Java project for Selenium automation. So everyone creates a Maven project. So everyone remember the steps that we have to take. Just click on new. Tell me, guys, what I have to do. I have to select project. In that project, new project dialog, I have to search for Maven. By default, Maven will come. You don't have to install any plugin, etc. Select, click on next. I'm just repeating the steps. Don't do any changes here. Click on next. Archetypes will be downloaded here. Here we have to type one archetype. What is the name of the archetype? Maven hyphen archetype archetype hyphen quick start. Everyone type this in the chat box. This particular template, Java project template, Maven Java project template, you have to type Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Everyone type this particular line in the chat box, the filter that we have written here. With this name, we have to filter the archetypes. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. This is important to know. Then in this filtered archetypes, which one we have to choose? In this filtered archetypes, which one we have to choose? In this three, yeah, 1.4 is correct. But the main thing is here. GitHub is there. HAOX user is there. But here, what is there? Apache. We have to make sure that it is Apache and it shall have minimum version as 1.4 or above. You should not go below this 1.4 because it may work for you, but there may be some changes in the way I'm covering some stuff and all. So if you want to make sure that you are in sync with me, make sure that you have at least 1.4 version of this archetype, and then click on next and finish. Click on next. Okay, click on next. It will ask for the project name. Here, where we have to give the project name, guys? Where we have to give the project name? In these fields, where we have to give the project name? What is where we have to give the project name? Tell me. It's not like simple project creation, right? In this new Maven project dialog, where in which fields I have to give the project name? Artifact ID. Everyone type in the chat box. Artifact ID is the name where artifact ID is a field where we have to give the name of the project. Okay. Artifact ID is nothing but the name of the project that you want to give. Already I created one project here. I'm just showing again. Okay. Here give some random group ID and random package name. That's okay. And click on finish. And after the building process is done, once you type by here, once the building process is done, that particular Maven project will be created on the left side. Okay. Hope everyone is clear with this. Yes, artifact ID is called name of the project. If everyone is clear, just type C in the chat box, guys. Just type C in the chat box if everyone is clear with this. Great. Okay. Try to create this Maven project, guys. In the coming days, coming sessions, don't use a normal Java project anymore. Try to use a Maven project. You see, this particular project and this particular project, are they same or different? The structure is same or different? Do you see any similar? Some similarities are there. JRE library is there. JRE system library is there. SRC is there. SRC is there. But apart from that, do you have SRC main Java under this normal project? No. Do you have SRC test Java under this normal project? No. Do you have this Maven dependencies under Java project? No. Do you have this another extra? This is there, but this is not the one that we are going to use. Target folder is there? No. Do you have pom.xml file? No. It's completely different, guys. Normal project, you will not get this kind of predefined template. You will not get. So what we have to do is we have to create a Maven project only, guys. Then only we'll get all this kind of structure. The first thing that we will do is just expand this SRC main Java, SRC test Java, guys. Here one package name with some file is coming. Some package name with file is coming by default. Right click on this package name and simply delete. It's not required. Here also under SRC test Java, source folder. This is called as a source folder. Okay. Here right click and delete this. Okay. Okay. When you create, right click on the project, right here normal folder is there, source folder is there. Here SRC is a normal folder, or what is this? It's a normal folder. What about SRC main Java and SRC test Java? Are they normal folders or source folders? Are they normal folders or source folders? If you right click here and select new, if you want to create a normal folder, this kind of icon will be there, folder icon. But if you want to create a source folder, it will have some kind of mesh kind of stuff will be coming in extra on the top of the folder. So this SRC main Java and SRC test Java are not normal folders. They are source type of folders. Okay, source type of folders, which are coming by default. I have not created them. They are coming by default. Under them, some default files came. I deleted them. So who will use SRC test Java? Who will use SRC main Java? Do we have to use SRC test Java or SRC main Java? Tell me, guys. For writing the automation scripts. So if I say for writing the automation scripts, if I want to write some automation scripts, they have to write automation scripts under SRC main Java or SRC test Java. The answer is SRC test Java. We have to write the automation script and some third party, some utility methods and all some third party related utility methods outside our application, right? We'll put under the SRC main Java. Okay. We'll also use SRC main Java, but we'll not write the automation scripts under SRC main Java. Actual automation scripts will be written under the SRC test Java. The same Maven project will be used differently by the developers also. Developers will write their actual application code under SRC main Java, and they'll write the unit test under SRC test Java or integration test under SRC test Java. This is how the developers will use. Okay. Both will be used by developers and testers. Here SRC test Java, SRC main Java, both will be used by developers and testers. How they will use the source folders is different from developers and testers. While developers will use this SRC main Java for developing the writing the application code that they want to develop the application for writing the code, okay, to develop the application for, they will write the actual application code for developing under the SRC main Java, okay, and they will write the unit testing and integration testing who generally performs in real time. Developers only will perform. So SRC test Java will be used by developers for writing the unit tests and integration tests. Okay, that's how this kind of template came into picture. But coming to automation, the automation testers or software testers will write the automation scripts where the Selenium WebDriver automation scripts where we are going to write under SRC test Java we are going to write, and some third-party utility methods, etc. we are going to write under SRC main Java. Okay, since our automation testers are not worried about developing an application, right? We are only worried about automating the application. So we are going to write our automation scripts under SRC test Java, and the utility methods, some additional utility methods that are required for our Selenium automation, we write under SRC main Java at a high level, guys. Okay, so where we have to get started now? We have to get started under SRC test Java, guys. So fine. What we can do, what I want to automate, I want to automate something, guys. Okay, I want to automate something. I'm going to show you what I want to automate. Right click here and create a new. You can create a package if you want. If you want to create a package, you can create a package. Here also you can create packages. Here I'll write something like, introduction, I'll say. Introduction. Okay, introduction, pack or introduction, whatever. Some package name I'll give for differentiation, organizing purpose. Okay. Under the introduction pack, I'll just, click on new. I'll just create a class. I'll just name this class as running on Chrome. Chrome demo. Running on Chrome demo, I'll write. Okay. Running on Chrome demo, some random name I'm giving, just with main method. I'm auto-generating the main method, or we can type it also if you remember. That's up to you. Inside the main method, generally we'll write the Java code, right? Generally we write the Java code here, like system.out.println inside main method, like this we generally write, right? This is Java code. So this particular predefined class is from which library? Tell me, guys. This particular predefined class is from which library? System predefined class is from which library? Java library. So this particular project already has a Java library. Is this the Java library from which this particular class, this main method or this particular file is getting the system class from? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? System is a predefined class. From where we are getting the system predefined class? From the java.lang package of the JRE system library. Okay, go to this JRE system library, which is coming by default when you create the normal project or Maven project. Under that, you have something like java.base. Under the java.base, we have something like java.lang should be there somewhere. 1 minute, let me do this. Java.base. Yeah, here it is, java.lang. Under the java.lang, somewhere we have the system class. Just go here and see, somewhere here we have the system class. Here is the system class. Under the java.lang, we have the system class. So it's a predefined class in Java library. Already the developers of Java already have implemented or developed this system class, okay? System class and its predefined methods and all those stuff. Control if I say, you see, out is there, okay? This is what we are writing here, right? System.out.println, like that we are doing, okay? So these are all the predefined stuff from the Java library. That's why we are not getting any errors. But now I don't want to, I want to use some Selenium library. This particular project by default is coming with Selenium library. What do you think? Is this particular project is by default coming with Selenium library? Yes or no? Is it coming with Selenium library by default? No, it's not coming. It comes by, when you create the Maven project, by default is coming with Java library. Apart from the Java library, which libraries are automatically coming? Is the only one library that is Java library is coming, or any other libraries are also coming? If Selenium WebDriver library is not coming, that's okay. But any other libraries are coming? Apart from the JRE system library, are there any other libraries coming when I create this Maven project? Yes. There are few other libraries coming. Under the Maven dependencies, you can see what is there here, guys. JUnit, and along with the JUnit, you got Hamcrest or something. This is something related to JUnit only. This is something related to JUnit. When you configure this project with adding the JUnit library, right? Along with JUnit, you'll get Hamcrest. Okay, you don't have to learn much about that. I didn't add this library, guys. I didn't add this library. It's coming by default when I create the Maven project with a given template there, right? Don't have to understand about Hamcrest. Okay, don't worry about the Hamcrest. We are not going to use any of this stuff. Okay, I'm just talking about the libraries. We are not going to use them. Okay, but how these things are coming by default when I create this Java Maven project, this libraries, JRE system library is coming. These libraries are coming. So I'll go to the pom.xml file. I'll go to the pom.xml file, and you see this file is coming in the Maven kind of projects. If you go to this pom.xml file, if you have created this project, if you have created this Maven project with the given template, what is the template they have used? Archetype template. What is the template I have used, guys? For creating this project, which archetype template I have used? Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start template from Apache 1.4 version, if you remember, right? If you create the project with that kind of archetype template, by default, you'll get the pom.xml file with this kind of content. If you use any other template or any other archetype, you may not get this, guys. Okay, you may not get. Some people will use a different template. They may not get all this stuff. Whatever you are seeing on the pom.xml file, you will not get everything. So in this pom.xml file, by default, for some people, what will happen is when you open the pom.xml file, right? For some people, when you open the pom.xml file, for some people, okay, it will not open like this. Okay, for some people, it will open the overview section. Some people, it will open the overview section. Don't get confused. Overview is one of the tab of this pom.xml file. If in case, if this pom.xml file is launching with this overview section by default, go to the last tab. What is the name of the last tab here? Here, overview, dependencies, dependency hierarchy, effective pom, and what is the last one we have? Pom.xml file. If it comes, mostly it will come by default, guys. If it doesn't come by default, make sure that you select this option also. Then you can see the XML content of the pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, scroll down and you will see some dependencies here. Can you see this dependencies section? Everyone type dependencies in the chat box. Everyone type dependencies in the chat box. Dependencies. I want everyone to type dependencies in the chat box. Dependencies. You have to remember this important section of the pom.xml file, that is dependencies. That's why I'm asking you to type there. Type dependencies in the chat box. Everyone, don't worry. Don't type JUnit. Don't type JUnit, Chetan. Normal dependencies. This is a normal dependency. Okay, it is a normal dependency. Okay, dependencies you can type. Okay, dependencies. There is a section like dependencies. By default, when I created this Maven project in this particular template, by default, JUnit dependency is already there. I'll remove that. I don't want the JUnit. I don't need the JUnit for this particular project. What I will do, I'll remove this particular selected area dependency of JUnit. I'll remove. You see, again, I'll say Control Z. You see, JUnit is there or not? Some version of JUnit is there. I'll remove this dependency. Now save this. The moment I click on save all, right, some loading will happen and this particular library will be removed from this project. The JUnit library, which is coming by default, which we don't need in this particular project, will be removed from the project. Click on save all. You see, load building is going on. Is the Maven dependency is gone? Is the Maven dependency is gone? You see, in between the dependencies tags, no dependency tags for any particular library is there. That's why that JUnit is gone now. Okay. Now, which library I want here? Apart from the Java library, which library we generally need here in this case? Which library we need? TestNG? We are not there yet. We are not there at TestNG. Write this at this moment. What I'm teaching you, Selenium WebDriver, right? We need the Selenium WebDriver library for Java. Okay, Selenium Java library we need. So I'll write some Selenium automation code here from Selenium WebDriver using some predefined. I already showed you some API documentation of Selenium WebDriver, right? Some like by class and all those stuff were there, right? I'm going to use some predefined stuff, not from Java library. I'm going to write it from the Selenium library. I'm going to write, just see here, what I'm going to do, just see here. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to what? New Chrome driver. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Like that I'll write. What will happen if I write like this? I'll hover the mouse on this Chrome driver. Do you see any import statement here? Do you see any import statement to import this Chrome driver? No, because Selenium library is not there. I'll also press Control Shift O also. I'll also press Control Shift O. Still nothing is coming here, and these particular things are not getting imported. Okay, so either hover the mouse and you should get import statement here, or I'll say Control Shift O. Automatically, this predefined classes of a particular library should get imported, but nothing is happening there. So the problem here is this Chrome driver class is not from the Java library. It belongs to a different library known as which library, guys? To which library this Chrome driver class belongs to? Tell me. Selenium WebDriver library. Selenium WebDriver, Selenium Java library or Selenium WebDriver library it belongs to. How to add the Selenium WebDriver library to this project? We have to open the pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, where I have to go? In the pom.xml file, where I have to go, guys? This is a pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, where I have to go? I have to go to the dependencies, correct. Inside the dependencies, no dependency tags for any library, any other third-party libraries are not there. By default, this Java is coming with a default Java library. This Maven project is coming with default Java library. But here, under the dependency tags, no other third-party library is there. So we have to go to a website for that. The name of the website is, everyone type in the chat box, mvnrepository.com. Everyone type in the chat box, mvnrepository.com. mvnrepository.com. Everyone has to type so that you guys can remember. It's a very important place where you can download the libraries and all, get the dependency tags, etc. Everyone type mvnrepository.com in the chat. Great. Now here, I'm looking for which library, guys? I'm looking for Selenium Java library, Selenium space Java. I'm looking for which library? I'm looking for which library? Selenium Java library I'm looking for. So Selenium Java, everyone type Selenium Java in the chat box so that you can remember the name of the library, Selenium Java. You have to search, the search term is Selenium Java. Just press enter or click on the search button. Okay. Then in the search results, the first one from org Selenium HQ.Selenium Selenium Java. This is the place where you will find the library. Click on that Selenium Java. You'll be taken to a dedicated page of the Selenium Java library in this mvnrepository.com. Like similar to Selenium Java, many other libraries are there, but we want the Selenium Java library in this MVN repository. Go to Selenium Java, and here, if you scroll down, there will be a kind of table kind of stuff will be there. In the table kind of stuff, which version of Selenium is latest? Tell me, guys, which version of Selenium is latest? Which one is the latest? With the version numbers, you have to tell me.
4.21.
4.21 point some x is there. Okay. 4.21.x. Okay. 4.21.0 for now. In this x, only one version is there. That is 4.21.0. 4.21.0 is the exact version. Okay. This is a category because 4.21.0 will be there. 4.21.1 will be there like that. But here, what is the latest version when I'm teaching you guys on this particular date and month and year? That is today is like 3rd June 2024. Okay, we have this May 16th, 2024 released the latest version of Selenium. That is 4.21.0 is the latest version. Click on that 4.21.0. Click on that. You'll be taken to a dedicated page of this 4.21.0, which is the latest as per this. Don't think that you have to work tomorrow when you are watching my recording or tomorrow when you are working, right? You may come across another latest version than 4.21.0. Don't worry, guys. These versions keep changing. You see, for everything, versions will keep changing. For Windows, versions will keep changing. For anything, versions will keep changing. Don't worry about the versions. The functionality will be same. No matter whether you are learning with Selenium 3 or Selenium 2 or Selenium 4, some new functionalities will be there, like Java 8, Java 9, Java 10, Java 17, Java 21. Similarly, Selenium also have some versions. Whatever the version you take, the general learning will be same, guys. Some extra things will be there in the latest version that you have to learn in a separate way if required. Tomorrow 5 will also come. But what is the difference between 4 and 5? You have to learn. That's it. Okay. But everything will be remaining same. Some methods will be deprecated. Some new methods will be added in the library. That's what is the change. Okay. So fine. So I'll try to teach, I'll try my level best to teach with whatever the latest knowledge I have for you in these particular sessions. So we are going the latest version as per today when I'm teaching you. This is the latest version I have. Tomorrow, if you come across any other latest version than this, go with that latest version. No issues at all. Okay. Now in this particular page, latest version page of the Selenium Java, scroll down. Here you will see a lot of tabs here. Which type of project I am using? I am using Maven project or Gradle type of project or different type of project. Maven type of project I am using. So it's a build management tool. Maven is a build management tool. Don't worry about that. I have a separate topic on Maven for you. Okay. We for now go with the Maven tab. And in the Maven tab, just click on this. Don't have to right click and copy. Just click on this. When this particular thing, you see, you're somewhere here, just click on it. You see, you will get a message, copy to clipboard. That means this Maven, some dependency tags are there, yes or no? For which, for what dependency tags are there? Can anyone say by looking at this dependency tags text, can anyone say what dependency tags are this related to? What Maven dependency tags these are? For Selenium Java, you see, Selenium Java is there. For which version? 4.21.0, which is the latest version for today. Okay. Some comment is also there, guys. First line is a comment. Whether you copy that or not doesn't matter. If it is copied, that's also fine. Just paste it. Control V. I just pasted, guys. I just select here and I'll say Control V. So okay. So there's a small lag here. I just paste it twice. Just give me a second. I'll just remove this. I'll just paste it again. Control V. Only one time I have to do Control V. It got pasted here. Now alignment is a bit problematic, right? Just select that and press Tab key so that it will get aligned properly. Some extra spaces are there. Remove the extra spaces because it looks good. There's no problem if you don't remove these extra spaces and alignment. If you don't do, nothing is a problem. Just it looks good for you and you can organize the dependencies very well. Okay. So which dependencies I have added here in the pom.xml file of this project? Selenium Java dependencies of the version 4.21.0. Now simply click on the Save All button. The third-party libraries for the Selenium WebDriver will be added to this project under the Maven dependency. You see, Maven dependencies has come now. Expand the Maven dependencies. What is there? All the libraries that are related to Selenium Java will come. You see, Selenium Java related libraries came. Okay, Selenium Java related libraries came. Okay, we got the Selenium libraries automatically downloaded for us and automatically configured in this project for us. We don't have to do anything. Simply add the dependency tags under the pom.xml file and save all. And now you close the pom.xml file. It's not required now anymore. And just come back here. Just come back here and hold the mouse on the Chrome driver. Hold the mouse on the Chrome driver. Just after a while, right after the loading process is completed here, better hover the mouse on the Chrome driver and see whether you are getting import statement or not. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you will not get import statement. You see, this time you are getting the import statement. Import Chrome driver from Selenium library. You see, from which library? org.openqa selenium.chrome package. You are importing this Chrome driver class. But it doesn't belong to the Java library, guys. This particular Chrome driver class belongs to the Selenium library. If you are getting import statement, select import statement. If that import statement is not coming in, despite of you adding the library, simply press Ctrl+Shift+O. Okay, this is one way of adding the, or you can simply say Ctrl+Shift+O. Automatically, it will be imported. Chrome driver will be imported from the, any of the things should work. Either you have to import this Chrome driver from the Selenium library, or you simply press Ctrl+Shift+O keyboard shortcut. So this particular Chrome driver class will be automatically imported from the Selenium library. Now guys, this particular statement, we have a constructor. This one is a constructor, yes or no, guys? This particular thing is a constructor. We are creating an object for the Chrome driver class, which is a predefined class in Selenium library. Okay, we are using the new keyword in Java. We are creating an object for the Chrome driver class, which is a predefined class in the Selenium library. Okay, and this circular brackets make this particular part as what? What is this highlighted part? What we are calling here? What we are calling is, what is being called here in this particular line? Constructor is
zero parameterized constructor.
Zero parameterized constructor is being called. What does this zero parameterized constructor will contain? This is a Selenium library, guys. This Chrome driver class is from Selenium library. You see, org, openqa, Selenium, and all. This is a particular constructor. Okay, in this constructor, what is there? Chrome driver. Some. Let me do it again. Just hover the mouse on this and press Control key. You'll get this kind of option. Say open declaration. You'll be taken to the implementation. This is a constructor. When you call this constructor, this particular thing contains a code for opening the Chrome browser. What it will do, guys? It will open what? This particular code, whatever that is written here inside this. It will be very technical, guys. Okay, don't go in behind that. Okay, this particular line is going to do what? This particular line in the Chrome driver constructor is going to do what? It's going to open the Chrome browser. It's going to open the which browser? This particular line is going to open the which browser? Chrome browser. Everyone type Chrome browser in the chat box. Chrome browser will be launched for you. Chrome browser will be launched for you. Okay. So already the developers of Selenium WebDriver have implemented this Chrome driver constructor. When this Chrome driver constructor is called, it will automatically open the Chrome browser. Click on save all and just run this. Right click run as only this one line Java application. Same way to run. Okay. Main method is there. Main method you have to run using the Java, right? In that Java main method, you have written the Selenium WebDriver code. Just run the code and observe that once the execution starts, it will take some time. For the first time, it will take some time. Just observe that you see Chrome browser got automatically launched. Did I open the Chrome browser or it came automatically? Guys, did I open the Chrome browser or it came automatically? It came automatically. Okay. The Chrome browser has been launched automatically. Yeah, fine. So Ramya, you want to see the pom.xml file? Yeah, I'll just show you. Yeah, can you see the pom.xml file dependencies? Under the dependencies, we added one third-party library dependency for Selenium Java here. And then we got this from the Maven MVN repository website by searching for Selenium Java. And we got the latest version 4.21.0 as per today's date and time. Is that clear, Ramya, or anything? Any question you have?
Sir, in my laptop, SRC test Java is not appearing, sir. Why it is like that?
You have not used a proper template.
SRC/test Java is not coming. Can you see, sir? Quickly, I'll share.
No, I don't want to see. But what you have to do here is, you have to make sure that you have installed the Maven project properly using this Maven-archetype-start.
Which one, sir? Maven hyphen?
Have you joined in the beginning of the session or you joined in between?
In between.
I think you have missed the part. Okay, I already covered.
That one I know, sir, but I'm no. This concept I know. I'm saying left-hand side, na SRC/test Java.
This one has to come. This one this is not a normal project. It's not a normal project. In your case, normal project is coming like this.
Yeah, ఒకసారి share చేయనా sir? చూడండి
No. I'm asking you. In your machine, if you create the project, it's coming like this.
SRC is coming, correct.
This is a normal project. We have to create a Maven project. Okay. How to create that Maven project, I already covered in the beginning of this session. So just watch the video recording once the session is done. Okay.
Oh.
Maybe you have joined late. That's why you are not able to get it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Fine. So fine. So this dependency we got. Ramya, what is the question? Do you have any question, Ramya? Ramya, do you have any question? Okay, clear. Fine, great. So fine. So here we have opened the. Yeah, fine. Who is having the question? Chetan?
Chetan. In my local laptop, in my personal laptop, when I try to invoke this with this Chrome driver and driver.get or whatever the commands, so then I'm able to invoke the Chrome directly without any hazards. Okay, but when I try to invoke those with the same commands with in my office laptop, then it is asking for the capabilities. Like the path of the driver I had to specify that. I even tried with the latest version of Java and
it's not required. It's not required. In the latest version of Selenium, it's not required. So in your office laptop, which version of Selenium you have to find it out.
Latest one only I'm using actually.
In that case, it is not required. It will not ask you.
Yeah, but I wanted to know why is that there is a difference. It's something because I'm using the same the latest driver, latest Selenium and latest Java also.
Okay, latest Selenium pom.xml file you are using.
Yeah, pom only.
Okay.
Everything is same. The same only, but still I'm not able to directly invoke the Chrome. I have to specify the path and the
you don't have to specify the path
then,
for the latest version of Selenium. Why? Because the one thing you have to check is in your office laptop, right? In the Maven dependencies, do you have this jar file available or not? Just see that. There should be one jar file known as Selenium Manager. Are you having
Selenium
this particular
Manager.
jar file?
Okay. Okay, I'll check
If this
it
is
out.
not there, that means it's not
Hmm.
properly configured. Selenium WebDriver latest version is not properly configured in your machine. You have to configure it again. Okay.
Okay, I'll just try it.
Just compare your local your personal laptop and your
Hmm.
office machine. And why it is not required means in Selenium latest version of Selenium, right? Okay, you don't have to give any path, etc. Earlier we used to give the path. The gone are the days where we have to give the path. Now Selenium itself, some days back, right? We used to use WebDriver Manager also. Okay, we used to use WebDriver Manager previous days. Okay, but in the Selenium 4 onwards, a new thing got introduced. The latest version of Selenium, a new thing got introduced. That is Selenium Manager. This was not there earlier. The latest version of Selenium Manager is coming, because of which you don't have to give the path of the drivers, etc. here. In the older versions of Selenium, here we have to specify the path of the drivers. For Chrome driver to use, you have to set the path of the driver in the older version of Selenium. But we are using the latest version of Selenium. It's not required. Anyhow, we'll use the latest version of Selenium. So it's not required for you to learn about the older versions and all. Directly write the line like this, it will work. Okay, without any problems, the line will work.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
I'll try it.
fine.
Yeah.
Just find out what is not happening. If at least some libraries are coming, whether that Selenium Manager library is coming or not, you find it out. Okay. If that is there, means it's not required for you to set the path. Okay. The Chrome driver path you don't have to set. Fine. Anyhow, this particular Chrome driver constructor is doing what? Tell me, guys. When I run this code, Chrome driver constructor is called, when it is called Chrome driver constructor, when it is called, what is happening? What is happening, guys?
It is opening the Chrome driver.
Yes, it's opening the Chrome browser, and let me run it again. Because you see how we are writing the code here. One more thing that you have to observe is this particular line is from Selenium library or Java library. This particular line, Selenium, and few portions of Java are also there. Okay, this new keyword is not from Selenium. This is from Java. The way of creating the object is from Java only, but the class that for which you are creating the object is from Selenium library, right? The constructor concept is from Java. Okay. The way you create the variable and assign the object to this particular object reference and define this particular variable is all concept based on Java. But ultimately, the predefined class that you are using is from Selenium library, and this constructor is from Selenium library. Okay, it's a combination of Java and Selenium. Yes or no? All these things is a combination of Selenium and Java. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Now tell me, guys, is it possible for you to run the Selenium automation scripts without Java or without Selenium, or both should be there?
Both.
Both. If one is a swimming pool, other thing is like a water in the swimming pool. Okay. If you consider swimming pool as Selenium, then Java is a water. Okay, like that. Both plays a key important role. Without having the knowledge of Java, you cannot automate this, right? Both should be there. Both should be there. In order for you to swim, you have to use both Java and Selenium. Both you have to use. Okay. Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. This particular predefined class is from Selenium WebDriver library, and all the other things like, here, this user defined class is from Java now, this class keyword, everything is from Java. But this one, only this predefined class is from Selenium library. We have to use a combination of Java and Selenium to get the things done. Okay. So how to run this code here? Main method is there. Main method is from Java only, right? How to run the main method generally? Right click on this code and say run as Java application. The moment you say run as Java application, what is happening? In a while, the Chrome driver constructor will be called, and because of which, what is launching automatically? Tell me, guys, which browser is launching automatically?
Chrome.
Which browser?
Chrome.
Full Chrome browser is getting launched automatically. Okay, fine. Similarly, if I want to launch a different browser, okay, already Selenium library is there here. Dependency tags are added. Here we don't have any JUnit now. We have Selenium libraries. Okay, we don't need JUnit, so we removed it and we added the Selenium library. Whatever the library that is required for the project, that library only will add the dependencies for. Now let's create one more class. So running on Firefox. Running on Firefox demo, I'll select main method. So this time, I'm not going to create an object for the Chrome driver class. Rather, I'm going to create an object for which class? Firefox driver class. There is one more predefined class in Selenium library known as which class? Which class is there, guys? Firefox driver is another predefined class from Selenium library. Okay, another predefined class. How to create the object? Again, the same driver I will use. So whether it may be Chrome or it may be Firefox, I'm using what is the name of the object reference I'm using, guys, here? Driver. Is it compulsory? I can use D also, no problem. It will work. But thing is that lot of the people in the industry will use driver here. So it doesn't make sense if you write D or B or in place of this. It doesn't look good. Okay. As the industry standards, we have to follow, right? Okay. It's not a compulsory rule that this particular object reference name should be driver only. It can be anything. But ultimately, the people in the industry are using what? Driver. So we have to habituate ourselves in writing this, giving the name for this object reference as what, guys? Driver. Everyone type. Yes, it should be meaningful. Drive. It will drive it. It will drive the automation script. Driver means it will drive the automation script simply. Okay, it will drive the automation script. That's why we'll say driver. Okay. So here, whether it is Chrome driver or Firefox driver, yes, yes.
Generally, we are writing this line like Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. The constructor is there. The purpose of constructor is to initialize an object, and that is correct. Even the default values will be
The purpose of
in
the
case of
constructor generally is to, the simple thing is that the main purpose of the constructor really is to initialize the class variables for the specific objects,
class
right?
variable.
That's the main purpose.
Okay. Yeah. Here correct.
Ultimately, another purpose is also there. That is, if you want to automatically call some code without explicitly calling a method, then also you can go with a constructor. That is another advantage.
Okay.
Got it? Here we are not initializing anything here, but rather we are, you see, there can be zero parameterized constructor also, right? Okay, the purpose of the zero parameterized constructor is something like it should be called when you create an object. The moment you create an object, this particular constructor should be called. You don't have to explicitly, but if this particular thing is part of a method, what will happen? I would use the object reference and then call the particular method explicitly. I would write an extra line. But here, when you are creating the object only, the constructor is being called. Is my voice breaking, guys? Is my voice breaking?
No.
No.
No, Madhuri, I think the issue is from your side. You try to rejoin again. It will be resolved most probably. Okay. Okay. So here, don't worry about the purpose of the constructor here. Okay. Don't worry about the purpose of the constructor here. The constructor, it is a constructor calling statement where Selenium WebDriver, developers of Selenium WebDriver have used a constructor for other purpose. It's not here. They have used it for initializing the class variables, etc., for objects and all. They have used the constructor for a different purpose where this particular constructor will call or run some code. Okay, when it is called, when this particular constructor is called, some code which is written by Selenium developers will be invoked, and when it is invoked, it will simply launch the Chrome browser. That's what you have to understand for now. Got it? Clear?
My doubt is that's what.
Yeah.
The initialize purpose, like launching the browser. Apart from that, is there another thing? It is happening only by
we can also pass the parameters also. We can also pass the parameters also here, but that I will take later. Okay. There are. This is not the only constructor we have. When the time comes, right, when we go to the advanced topics of Selenium, right, here in place of Chrome driver, we'll pass, instead of empty constructor here, we'll pass something also. Okay. When the time comes, I'll explain that. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Anyhow, this is launching the Chrome browser, as you can see, and it's not launching the Chrome browser in maximize mode. Later, I'll teach you how to launch it maximize mode and all. I'll now go to another file running on Firefox demo, some random name I'm giving. Here, I want to launch Firefox browser. I don't want to launch Chrome browser. I want to launch the Firefox browser. Okay. For that, I have to say new Firefox driver constructor. I have to call Firefox driver constructor. When you create an object for the Firefox driver class, automatically what will happen? This particular constructor will be called, and this will launch which browser this time? You're creating an object. If you are calling this Firefox driver constructor, which browser will be called? Which browser will be launched? Firefox browser.
Firefox browser
will be launched. Either hover the mouse on this and select import statement Firefox driver class from Selenium library, or say Control-Shift-O, anything will work. Simply run this, guys. It's very starting stage. I'm not going depth. Okay. Once I cover all the browsers, right, which are possible here, I'm going to go with the other things. Okay. Just run
the G-code driver, sir. Sometimes there is some error.
Remote WebDriver is from Selenium grade. Okay. You don't have to use it here. Okay. That is for Selenium grade. When we go with the Selenium grid concept, right, we can look into the remote WebDriver. Fine.
Okay, sir.
So the purpose of the remote WebDriver is something different. It's not for browsers. Fine. Here, which browser has been launched automatically? This is nothing but help. You can see Firefox help. Okay, this is a Firefox browser. Okay, so we are able to launch the Chrome browser. We are able to launch the Firefox browser. Now I would like to launch Edge browser, guys. Okay, one more browser I want to launch. What is that browser I want to launch? Running on Edge. Edge demo. Running on Edge demo. Again, main method I'm creating. Inside the main method, can you guess the name of the class for which we need to create object for to launch the Edge browser? What should be the name of the class? Can you guys guess?
Edge.
Edge.
Microsoft
Edge.
Edge.
You can type in the chat box. Someone is saying Edge browser. Someone is saying Edge driver. Someone is saying Internet Explorer. It's Edge driver only. Edge driver. Edge driver is equal to new Edge driver. Everyone type in the chat box. What is the name of the class? Edge driver is the name of the class. For Chrome driver, for Chrome browser, Chrome driver is a class. For Firefox browser, Firefox driver is a class. For Edge browser, Edge driver is a class. Edge driver is a class. Hold the mouse on the Edge driver and import this Edge driver from. Hold the mouse on this Edge driver and import this Edge driver from Selenium library. That's it. Now run the script. Which browser will launch now? This constructor will launch which browser? The constructor will be called and the code that is there in the constructor will run and it will launch Edge browser now. Earlier, Firefox browser, Chrome browser and Firefox browser got launched. This time, which browser is going to launch? Edge browser is going to launch. Edge browser is going to launch. It will take some time, you see. The browser is launched. Which browser is getting launched? You can clearly see Microsoft options are coming. Microsoft Edge is coming. This is a Copilot, which is kind of recent in, like a ChatGPT kind of tool in from Microsoft company. Okay, here clearly says that notification is coming like Microsoft Edge. Okay, you can go here and say help about and about Microsoft Edge will come. This is a Edge browser. So when you write the code like this, the Edge driver constructor is called, it will launch the Edge browser. So now type the three names of the classes that we have used so far for opening the Chrome browser, for opening the Firefox browser, and for opening the Edge browser. What are the three different classes we have used so far for which created the object and we have called the constructor while creating the object? What are the three names of the classes that we have used so far for opening the Chrome browser, Firefox browser, and Edge browser? Chrome driver, Firefox driver, and Edge driver. Yes, correct. Correct, Satya, you're right. Correct, Vishwa. It's Chrome driver, Firefox driver, and Edge. So now it's not just Chrome, Firefox, Edge. You have to write Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver. Okay. Edge driver, Chrome driver. Here, if you go to the Chrome, it's Chrome driver. Okay. If you go to the Firefox, what is the name of the Firefox? Class Firefox driver. For Edge browser, what is the name? Edge driver. Edge driver. Okay. That is the name. Firefox browser, Chrome browser, Edge browser. Okay. Now, if you go to the documentation of Selenium, guys, if you go to the documentation of Selenium, if you go like the selenium.dev, if you go, okay, if you go to the documentation of Selenium here, and if I go to the downloads, if I go to the official website of Selenium and go to the downloads, so I go to the official website of Selenium, that is selenium.dev, and go to the downloads page, scroll down here. Here there is section like browsers. Expand that section, click on this button, it'll expand. Firefox browser I showed you. Chrome browser I showed you. Edge browser I showed you. What are the remaining browsers that you can see on the screen? What are the remaining browsers that you can see on the screen? Apart from the Firefox, Chrome, and Edge, what are the remaining browsers you can see?
Safari, Opera, Internet Explorer.
Safari, Opera, and Internet Explorer, right? Thing is, the latest version of Selenium is not supporting the Opera browser. Okay, in the latest version of Selenium, Opera browser is no more supported, guys. Okay, so how can I prove you that? Try to run the scripts on Opera browser. Try this, you will get a kind of message. Running on Opera. Opera not possible. Okay, not possible demo. It's not possible, guys. Okay, Opera browser, it's not possible.
Hello, Prasad.
Opera.
Prasad, ఆయన మెసేజ్ పంపించాడు రైట్ టు వర్క్ ఉందా లేదా అని అడిగాడు.
Opera driver. Driver is equal to new Opera driver. Okay, Opera driver is equal to new Opera driver. Try to create an object for this. Hover the mouse on this Opera driver, and are you getting an import statement here? Guys, are you getting any import statement here for Opera driver? That way you got for Chrome driver or Edge driver or Firefox driver? No, right? And I'm also pressing Control Shift O. Nothing is happening. That means this Opera driver class is not part of the Selenium library anymore. The latest version of Selenium, it's not there. So how can I prove you that? Go to the downloads here and go to the API docs of Selenium Java, and here search for Opera driver. Is it coming? If I search for Chrome driver, it will come. Chrome driver, it will come. Go to the Chrome driver, Chromium driver, remote WebDriver object. Something is there. Let's go to the remote WebDriver and see. Chromium is there, Chromium driver is there, Firefox driver is there, Internet Explorer is there, Safari driver is there. Okay, and whose object is what? Yeah, WebDriver is there. Go to the WebDriver interface. Don't worry about this interface. Now you'll have all the classes here, like Safari driver for Safari browser. Remote WebDriver is for Selenium Grid, guys. I'll cover that again. It's not a browser related stuff. It's a different concept altogether. For Safari browser, we have Safari driver. For Internet Explorer browser, we have Internet Explorer driver. For Firefox driver, Firefox driver is there. For Edge browser, Edge driver predefined class is there. Chrome driver is there. Chromium driver is there. But do you see anywhere this Opera browser anywhere? Do you see Opera driver anywhere here? Do you see Opera driver, guys? No. That means the latest versions of Selenium, Opera browser is not supported by Selenium WebDriver. The older versions of Selenium, Opera browser, we are able to run our automation scripts on. Okay, this is how we used to write earlier. Okay, this is not possible. All right, this is not possible in latest versions of Selenium. In the latest versions of Selenium, the support for the Opera driver has been gone. Why they have removed the support for the Opera browser? Why they have removed the support for the Opera driver? Anyone know what is the reason behind that? They have removed the support for the Opera driver for Selenium. They thought that if you are running your automation scripts on Chrome browser, no, not like that. It's not outdated. Opera browser is also one of the famous browser, guys. I use Opera browser like anything. You see, whatever I'm using here is nothing but a Opera browser. You see, this O kind of symbol is there, right? This particular thing is a Opera browser only. It's also very good browser, guys. I like it like anything. Okay. I even personally recommend all my batch members to watch the recordings. Okay. I for batch members to watch the recordings of Google Drive videos, which will run properly on Opera browser rather than a Chrome driver. Sometimes in Chrome browser you get some issues with the Google Drive videos, but with Opera browser it's very good. Okay, I will not face any problems. So it's a very good browser. But why still, despite of being Opera browser a good browser, why Selenium guys have stopped the support for this and have not asked us to run our automation scripts on Opera browser? Because the architecture of the Opera browser and Chrome browser is almost same, guys. Okay, that's why they have removed the support. So I'll just do one thing. Selenium HQ, selenium.dev space Opera L, right? Opera. Then any article we'll get. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Is any Opera news related to? You see, this is a one. It has something. Unable to locate driver error, troubleshooting mispath, something. As of 4.6, Selenium downloads the correct driver for you. You should not do anything. And use the path environment variable. And what else is there here? For coming to the Opera browser, the Opera driver no longer works with the latest functionality of Selenium and is currently officially unsupported. Okay. So what is the reason why the Selenium guys have stopped support? Let's find it out. Why Selenium developers have stopped support for Opera browser in latest versions of Selenium? Let's see what it will respond. Okay. So they want to reduce their effort, technical effort, because Selenium developers have to work separately for every browser. So they have to create all the library for every browser, guys. Okay, because every browser has to be taken care of. That's one reason they want to, because they want to go with the automation of the major famous browsers only. Okay, so they have removed that. Opera market share is relatively small compared to other major browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge. Okay. Opera shift to Chromium. Since Opera has shifted its engine to Chromium, the need for a separate WebDriver is reduced. Users can often achieve the same result using Chrome driver. Okay, if you go with something known as in this library, guys, in this Selenium library, you will see something like this, selenium.dev. If you go to selenium.dev, go to the downloads, go to the API docs, and go to the Chromium driver. If you go to the Chromium driver here, you see which classes are importing this Chromium driver, which classes are the child classes of the Chromium driver. This Chromium, this is not Chrome, this is Chromium. Which two classes are the child classes of the Chromium driver class? Chrome and Edge. Okay, Chrome and Edge for now. Even Opera also uses the Chromium technology only. Okay, if you search for Chromium here, Chromium Wikipedia, just go for Chromium browser Wikipedia browser. You just search for, you'll get from Wikipedia page. Chromium is a open source project by Google company. Chromium is a free and open source web project by Google company, whose code is being used by Edge browser, Opera browser, Google Chrome browser, Samsung Internet, like different browsers are using this open source code. It's a free and open source. So anyone can take, even Microsoft Edge is built on that. Okay. Opera browser is built on that. So they thought that running the scripts on Chrome browser is equal to running the scripts on Opera browser. We don't have to do so much of hard work. Let's reduce the technical dependencies. Okay, let's save our time. Okay, they thought like that, and they removed the support from the for the Opera browser, even though it's kind of popular in the market. The similarities are same, right? Chrome browser, Opera browser are same because they are using the Chromium project for their core part of the code. Okay, mostly same. That's the reason they are. My screen is visible only, I think so. Is anyone facing any problem with my screen? Is that not visible? No problem, guys. Okay, you can rejoin. If you are facing any problem, you can rejoin. Okay, fine. Anyhow, so Opera shift to Chromium project has also made them reduce this efforts of creating the separate library of automation for running the scripts on Opera browser. Okay. Each additional browser increases the complexity of testing and maintaining the Selenium code base. That's the reason they have decided to, drop that Opera browser from the list in the latest version of Selenium. Selenium WebDriver will not support you to run the automation scripts on the Opera browser. So Chrome browser is there, Firefox browser is there, Edge browser is there. One browser they have removed from the support list. What is that browser, guys? Opera browser is removed from the support list. Okay. In the 6 browsers they have mentioned, Opera browser is removed from the support. Support list. For supported versions, click on the documentation here and see which version is finally supporting that. Okay, which version of Selenium is actually, maybe in the 3.14 version or something, you can go in the older version. You can try that out if required, but it's not recommended because it's no more supporting, right? Opera browser is no more supported. So leave it, okay? Don't need to learn that. So next thing is coming to the remaining 2 browsers are Internet Explorer browser and Safari browser. If you want to, if you want to run your automation scripts on Safari browser, you need which operating system, guys? You need which operating system for running the scripts on Safari browser? For running the scripts on Safari browser, which operating system is required? Tell me. Which operating system is required for running the scripts on Safari browser? Yes, Mac operating system is required. Mac machine is required. Okay. We need a Mac machine to run our scripts on the Safari browser. Okay. So we need the Mac machine. We'll keep it pending for a while. Okay. And the next browser is what? Remaining browser is what? Internet Explorer browser. Remaining browser is what? Internet Explorer browser, IE browser. And Microsoft company has officially announced that IE browser is deprecated. Though Selenium is actually supporting the Internet Explorer browser. Okay, let's go to the documentation and see whether the Internet Explorer driver is there or not. Okay, maybe in the future versions it may go off. For a while it will be there. Internet Explorer You see, driver is still there. Driver is still there, guys. Internet Explorer driver is still there. But the problem is Microsoft company is not encouraging that. Microsoft IE browser deprecated. Please note that Internet Explorer 11 desktop application ended support for certain operating systems on June 15, 2022. It's 2 years back only, guys. Customers are encouraged to move to Microsoft Edge with IE mode if required. IE mode enables backward compatibility and will be supported through at least 2029. Okay. IE mode will be there till 2029, but it's not recommended. They are actually deprecating. Microsoft company itself is deprecating. Maybe old versions of applications, right? Which are built using old technologies, right? Some old based applications will still run on the IE browser. So for a while, we may have to use it, but ultimately, guys, IE browser is deprecated by the Microsoft company officially. Okay. So they are not, recommending you to use the IE browser anymore. Instead, they were asking us to move to the Edge browser. Okay. Encouraged to move to the Edge browser. So is there any need, is there any use of learning? Is there any use of, if it is already deprecated by Microsoft company itself, the browser is not, it's not recommended by Microsoft company. So will we have any advantage of automating the scripts on IE browser anymore? Will we have any advantage of running the automation scripts on IE browser anymore? The answer is no. Okay, no use. Okay, until unless a very rare project you work on where your application is a very old type of application which still runs on the IE browser, then you have to may have to think. But otherwise, most of the applications that are there in the market don't need the IE browser anymore. Okay, IE browser will not be there in your list. Instead, Microsoft company is encouraging them to use Edge browser instead of the IE browser. Okay, that is the thing. So we'll see if required, if anyone have any OS machine, old version of OS, Windows 10. Anyone have Windows 10 in this batch? In this batch, anyone have Windows 10 machine with you? Does anyone have Windows 10 machine in this batch? If you have, let me know, guys. Okay, there is a possibility that I can show you the IE browser also. But if it is not there, we can't do anything. Okay, because I am having Windows 11 operating system, which is the latest operating system, which by default doesn't come with the IE browser, will not come here in the Windows 11 machine. If anyone have, let me know. No one is having the Windows 10 machine because everyone is getting upgraded to the Windows 11 most probably. Okay, I've asked it a lot of times, but everyone is saying that we have moved to Windows 11 already. So that's the reason we cannot go and I cannot go and demonstrate the IE browser for anyone, and that is not required at all. You can ignore this IE browser. Okay, you can ignore this IE browser because that is not required. It's already deprecated. It's not officially supported by Microsoft company anymore. So why to run our automation scripts on such kind of unsafe browser anymore? Okay, whose support is not there. Now only thing that is left out is Safari browser, guys. Safari browser. So if anyone is having the Mac machine with you, just let me know. Just ping in the chat box if you have any Mac machine with you. If anyone have any Mac machine, I can show you. If anyone want to know how to run your automation scripts on Safari browser, and if anyone have a Mac machine, just let me know. Otherwise, we can ignore that one also. Because my machine is Windows, I cannot show you how to run the scripts on Safari browser. Okay. Or you can do one more thing. If you really need to learn how to run your automation scripts on IE browser and yeah, Dimple is having that. Okay, Dimple, do you have the Java Eclipse ID ready?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Do you have that?
Yes.
Okay, Selenium also is configured, right?
No, sir.
Only Eclipse ID is there, no? That's enough. Java
Yeah.
ID. So yeah, can you share your screen and launch Eclipse ID? I'll give you the permissions to share your screen. Yeah, even Nigora is also having that. Nigora, do you have the things ready in your machine? Yes, fine. Let's go with Nigora otherwise. Okay. So I'll stop sharing my screen. Nigora will share the screen now and demonstrate that for you. Yeah, Nigora, now you can share your screen. Yeah. So Nigora, you can explain like what is required. Maybe we have done some changes in some browser, right? Some browser changes we have done. Otherwise, by
Yes.
default, it's not allowed, right? Can you show that we have to first launch the Safari browser and we have to make some changes there. Otherwise, we will not be able to run the scripts on Safari browser. I think you're only sharing Eclipse ID, I think so.
Yes, but last time I think I already configured this issue, so I will just run.
Okay. No. We just want to show to the people like who are new to the Mac machine how to run the scripts. So if you can take some time and share your Opera browser and settings, right, then that will be good.
Opera browser or Safari driver?
Safari browser,
Oh.
Safari browser.
Safari browser.
Why don't you create a class and then like it just learns the browser?
Just Manju, just wait for a while. Okay. This is a Safari browser. You can guys see. Everyone can see the Safari browser in the Nigora's machine, right? Yeah, we can see that. Just open that Safari browser itself. Nigora, one more time.
Safari browser itself.
Yes, Safari browser you have to launch. You have to launch Safari browser okay. When you launch the Safari browser, right, on the top you'll get some options of the Mac machine options. On the top of the Mac machine, maybe that Safari kind of option is there. Na? Just click on that. We went to something. What is that? Settings,
Settings.
Settings, I think so. In the settings, we went to some developer, I think so. Developer.
Yeah, developer. Yeah, here.
Under the developer, we selected this allowed by default in your machine. This option was deselected by default. You have selected it, right? So guys, anyone want to run your automation scripts on Opera browser, right? You have to make sure that you have to open the Safari browser, go to this Safari settings and come to the developer option, developer tab. And in the developer tab, you have to select this first option, allow remote automation. By default, it will not be selected. You have to select this option, then only you'll be able to run your automation scripts. Otherwise, you're going to get some errors. Now you can close this Nigora, this particular thing. And now simply you can open the Eclipse ID and run your script, whatever the script you have written, right? Or create a new class. Otherwise, create a new class and just write that single line. That will be enough. Just create a new class for sample.
And just remove this one.
Yeah, just remove this otherwise, okay? Everyone knows about this. You see here, Nigora has created a object for which predefined class, guys. Safari driver predefined class, and Safari driver constructor is being called, and the Safari driver constructor will launch the Safari browser. You can run Nigora now. Right click, run as Java application. The same way, okay? Eclipse ID, Java, everything is same. Here, Safari browser we are using. You see, the browser has launched, right? Okay, Nigora, that's fine. I think this will be enough. Okay, thanks for sharing your screen. You can stop sharing. Guys, everyone clear? How about in Safari browser is clear for everyone? Just Safari driver class we have to create the object for, and we have to make some browser settings changes in the browser. Okay, that allow remote automation option we have to change. That is the only thing that we have to do extra. Okay. So if anyone is having IE browser, I'll also demonstrate IE browser configuration also will be different. If anyone want to know about IE browser, we should have the Windows 10 machine. Otherwise, we cannot do that. I think most of the people may have the Windows 11 machine. Can anyone have this? Does anyone have Windows 10 machine in your Windows 10 OS in your machine? I don't think so. But if luckily it is there, I can show you. But it's not required at all. If it is there, let me know, guys. I can demonstrate that for you. So ultimately, IE browser we don't have to learn. Opera browser is not supported by Selenium anymore, and IE browser is not supported by Microsoft company itself. The owner of this IE browser is nothing but the Microsoft. It's Microsoft IE browser. They have stopped giving support for this, and they are encouraging the people to move to the Edge browser. When they are saying the same thing, why we have to run our automation scripts on Edge browser? If still you have some, if you want to do some R&D on this and all, you can go with my YouTube channel, and where I already demonstrated how to run your automation scripts on IE browser. Okay, it's not required, but still if you want to explore and all, right? Okay, so just type Firefox Selenium Internet Explorer. Just Google search like this, you'll get the video related to that. Executing Selenium scripts on IE browser. Okay, this you can see, guys. Okay, this video you can watch and you'll understand. Okay, if really required, you can go. Otherwise, it's not really required, guys. Okay, executing the scripts on IE browser is not really required. But if you still need that, just search this particular terms, Firefox Selenium Internet Explorer. Okay, automatically in the search results you'll get this video and just watch that video. And what are the different changes? Like Nigora has done some changes to the Safari browser, right? Some settings she has changed, right, to run the scripts on Safari browser. Similarly, in IE browser also we have to do some changes. Otherwise, your scripts will not run by default in the IE browser. Okay. So what changes you have to do and all are there in this particular video. You can watch if required, but it's not really recommended for you to. If really required, then go and watch that video. If not required, you can ignore that. Okay, fine. Everyone
Yeah,
clear?
Arun,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I was in the meeting. I was listening to you like saying Windows 10. I still have Windows 10 on my machine.
You have Windows 10 in your machine? Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the Eclipse IDE and Java configured already?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then you can share your screen. I have given the permission. I'll stop sharing mine. You can share your screen. So you can share your screen.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, it's getting shared. Okay. Great. So you can show us the Eclipse IDE once. Eclipse IDE you can launch directly. Do you have Eclipse IDE launched or you have to launch it? Okay, you are launching.
I'm launching.
No problem, no problem. So meanwhile, the Eclipse IDE is launching, right? Open the IE browser in your machine. IE11 browser, you can, yeah. Meanwhile, this is getting launched. You can open the IE browser also. Okay. Right. Create a new class. Where is the project? Do you have any Maven project with you?
I missed the initial parts that you were discussing, Maven, but I'm gonna watch the recording.
Okay, no problem. We can do one thing. What we can do is like, you create a new Maven project the way I have explained today. Click on File. Select New option. And in that, go for Maven project option.
Okay.
Just be slow so that option will not go off.
Sure.
File New.
Just 1 second. All right.
Yes, just move the mouse slowly. Yeah, select that. Yeah. Click on Next. Don't do any changes. Click on Next. Just wait for a while. Archetypes will be retrieved.
Okay.
Just here type Maven hyphen in the filter option, filter field. Just type Maven hyphen. Maven hyphen MAVEN. E is not coming. E. N.
Okay.
Hyphen. Archetype.
Say it again.
Archetype. Archetype. ARCHETYPE.
Can you post it on the chat, please?
No, you can see that in the below filtered things, right? Somewhere you will see the word archetype.
This one?
Yeah, the same thing. Okay, just type the name archetype. By looking at that, you can
Archetype.
type that spelling. You can see that also in the between also it is there. TYP hyphen quick QUICK quick
You
Q quick QUICK.
I cannot hear you like
Q for queen. Okay, Q for queen.
Q. Okay. Q.
You can select that Apache option. Last one. On the filtered list, you can go with the last option with 1.4 version. Just click on Next. Click on Next. Now give some project name here in the artifact ID. Artifact ID field, you go to the artifact ID field. Just give some project name like Selenium. Just give some name like Selenium. Practice projects. Some name you give, practice projects. Capital P, better to give capital P. Yeah, practice project.
Okay.
Okay, give some random group ID. Give some random group ID like SPP or something. On the group ID field, just give some short form like SPP or whatever you feel. Just give some random name there. Yeah, that is also fine. Yeah, now click on finish. Click on finish.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get the build process going on. Just wait for the build process to come. Yeah, in the bottom it is coming under the console tab. Let's wait for the building process. So it lasts for it will ask you to enter Y there. Okay, let's wait until all these things are going on. Just wait for a while. Okay, almost there. Downloaded from generating project. Yeah, now it's asking for Y, right? Just type Y there in the bottom. Just type Y. Wherever you see Y in the last line, right? In the last line, you can see Y colon kind of stuff.
Yeah. Just type
Y there.
Y.
Y means yes. Okay, Y means yes. So just type Y and press enter. Build success will happen and the project will be created on the left side for you. Selenium practice project got created, right? The loading is still going on. Creating Maven project loading is going on. Let's wait for a while. Yeah, almost there. Yeah, building is going on. Just wait. Yeah, now it's done. Yeah, now go to the project, expand the project there. Selenium practice project, expand the Selenium. The fourth project. Under the package explorer, fourth project. Okay, expand that. Yes. Go to SRC test Java. Go to SRC test Java.
This one.
Not that one. SRC test Java.
Okay.
Expand that. And create a new package.
Inside this one or inside the ABC?
Yeah, just there only. That right click there and create a new package. Right click. New. Select package. And just give them some package name like, IE browser in short form. Complete short letters you can give. Complete lowercase. IE browser pack. IE browser pack. Just give some name, random name. B also should be in lowercase. Complete lowercase. Package name should be in lowercase. Generally. IE browser. Yeah, that is don't give any space. It will not take any spaces. Yeah. Without space, write some pack or something. Yeah, case or whatever you want. Okay, click on finish. Yeah, package will be created. Okay, delete that package info.java, whatever that is coming by default for you. Under the package, package was created, but some file is coming, right? That file you can delete.
Okay.
Package -info.java you can delete. Yeah, right click there and delete that file. Yes. Say okay. Now create a new Java class file under the package, IE browser case. Right click on the IE browser case package and create a new class. Right click, new class, and simply say, just give some random name like run on IE browser. Run on IE browser. In upper camel case you can give. Run on IE browser. Run on IE browser.
Run on.
You can give any name, that's okay. Yeah, if you give run on IE browser, yes. Run on, you can give any name, no problem. IE browser. Capital B. IE is okay. Capital browser. Yeah. Yes. Click on, select main method and click on finish. Click on finish. Now, write the code here. Inside the main method, write the code. Remove that comment, and if required, you can remove the comment if you want. It's not really required. There in the place of the comment, you type the code like this. Internet Explorer driver. In upper camel case, you have to give. Upper camel case. Internet Explorer Driver. It is a predefined class in Selenium library, so it will be in upper camel case. Internet Explorer Driver. Explorer Driver. Driver is equal to space. Driver is equal to space. Space. You have to give a space. You should not directly say equal. Yeah. Driver is equal to. Before the equal symbol, you have to write the driver. Type the driver name. Yeah, there you have to type driver. Lowercase driver. Complete lowercase should be there. Driver. D should be in lowercase. Yes, driver is equal to. After equal symbol, you write new keyword. Just type new keyword there. Lowercase. N should be in lowercase. Space. The same thing you type. Internet Explorer driver you type. Same thing that is on the left side, right? You type the same thing, exactly same. Explorer driver. R is missing. Explorer. Explorer. RER. Driver. Yeah, put the circular brackets. It will become a constructor now. At the end of that, put the circular brackets there. After the R, you start the circular brackets. After
without space.
Without space. Circular brackets. Yes. Put a semicolon at the end. At the end, put a semicolon symbol. Yes. Now, your project doesn't have Selenium library, right? Your project doesn't have Selenium library, so you'll not be able to import that. So what you can do here is go to the pom.xml file. Go to the pom.xml file. That's okay. Go to the pom.xml file first.
What is that?
This project only. The last file is pom.xml file in the project. In the same project. In this project, yeah. In the go down. Yeah, that is the pom.xml file. Open that. Go to the dependencies section. Scroll down and go to the dependencies section. Here you can see project properties. Not that one. In the same pom.xml file, you have selected one tab, right? In the bottom, you selected dependencies, right? Instead of that, go to the pom.xml file. Last tab, you go to the last tab pom.xml file. Not there. After overview dependent, yeah, last one. That's correct. Yes. Inside the file, you scroll. Down. Yeah, scroll that file a bit down.
Here.
Not there. You can use the right scroll bar if you want. The scroll bar is displayed right on the top.
Okay.
Top right. Scroll bar is displayed. Just drag it down a bit slowly. Now stop. Just go up a bit. There's something like dependencies there. Yeah, stop there. You can see the dependencies section, right? From the dependencies, from 22nd, don't worry about that. From the 22nd line to 27th line, remove. 22 to 28, remove. 22 to 27, sorry. From 22nd line to 27th line.
From the 20th line to the 27th.
22 onwards, not from 20th.
22, okay.
22 on to 27. Yes, remove that. Now click on Save All. Save All button is there on Eclipse ID. Just click on Save All. On the top left. Yeah, goes. Beside that one. This is a terminal. Beside that one. Yes. That's also fine. Okay. Yeah, now go to the website. One website you go. Open the Chrome browser and go to mvnrepository.com. Go to mvnrepository.com.
What is the name again?
Yeah, you can type in the browser web address. In place of google.com, you can type. Or you can search also. MVN repository, you can search. MVN. Just type MVN. M stands for monkey.
Can you spell that?
Yeah.
MVN. No, Maven repository. You can type Maven repository.
I have also we have typed in the chat box also if you want. Okay. Repository. Also got that in the search result somewhere here in the search icon in the bottom.
MVN, okay. The audio the voice. I think it's from my end. It coming out like mumbling. That's why I cannot hear.
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. You can type it. Okay. MVN repository. Yes, search for that. The first link you click, not that one, that link. Yes, bottom one. Yeah, this one. Click on that. Search for Selenium Java. I'm typing in the chat box. Search for Selenium space Java. I've already typed in the chat box. If you want to, you can do that. Okay, click on search button. Click on the first link, Selenium Java link. On the name you can name on the name you can click better. Yeah, that name you can click. Yeah, you'll come across a table. You'll come across a table where you can take the latest version. 4.21.0 is the latest so far. Click on that link, 4.21.0, the table under the version column. Yeah, the latest version. Yes, that is the latest. Click on that. Yes, correct. So after that, we're taken to this dedicated page. Just scroll down a bit down. Is it taken? Not, it's still loading, right? Just wait.
Yeah.
It's taking time somehow. Can you click on it again? Maybe there's some problem. Yeah, now it has taken. Scroll down on this page. Scroll down on this page. Scroll down. You'll see some Maven tab. Just click on that Maven tab. Just click on that Maven tab. Yeah, click on that Maven tab. Yes. Under that, you see some kind of box, right? Dependency, like some text is there under Maven tab. Yeah, click on that. Click on that text. Click on that text. Simple. Just click once. Just click. Yeah, it is copied now to the clipboard. Now go to the Eclipse ID. Go to the pom.xml file. Don't have to say copy. It's automatically copied when you click on that. Now Control V here. Control V. It will paste. Just paste it. Just click on Save button. Save all. Click on Save all. Again, save the project again.
Save.
You have saved, right? Save it. Okay. Yeah, done. Now Selenium libraries will be downloaded in your machine. Okay, just wait for a while. It's still downloading. The loading process is still going on. So wait. 45%. Yeah, done. Go to that run on IE browser file, Java file that you have created earlier. Close the pom.xml file. It's not required anymore. Then close the pom.xml file. Just open. Yeah, that is a file. That is a file. You open the file. Yes. Now hover the mouse on that Internet Explorer, or simply say Control-Shift-O. Control-Shift-O also you can press, or hover the mouse on this and then import. Anything is fine.
Can you repeat that process again?
Hover the mouse on that Internet Explorer driver class, where error is coming, right? Hover the mouse on that. There, correct only. Earlier you hovered correctly only. And the seventh line, there itself, seventh line. Where error is coming, right? Just the seventh line on the Internet Explorer driver class. Right side, go to the right side. Go to the right side. Yeah, that's fine. Select that import option. Select that import option. Yes. Not that one. Which was the one that is on the white background. It's yellow background, right? Don't do that. Okay. The white area. White color one, first line. First line. Okay. First line. Just click on that. Just click on that or double click on that. Just double click on that, it will be imported. Yes. Now run the script, right click on this file, main, right click on main. You can, no need to go for console, that is output, right? So right click on the program, right click on the program, the main method, etc. is there, no? Otherwise, right click on the seventh line. Yeah, right click there. Wherever your cursor is there, you right click there. Not there. On the top section, top panel. You are putting your mouse in the bottom panel. Go to the top panel. You can minimize this if you want. Okay. Yeah. Now right click there.
Right here.
Yeah. Here. There only. Yeah. Right click there. Just right click.
Right click, right?
Yes, right click. Run as, go to run as option, go to run as, and say Java application. Select the Java application and see what is happening. Okay, errors exist in the project. Do one thing, just click on cancel button here. Just click on cancel button here and delete that existing package. ABC, some package has come, right? That package you delete. Yeah, right click on that, select delete option. Okay. Now again, right click on this same file and then run as. Right click, run as Java application. Yes, that's it. See whether the script is running or not in IE browser. Let's see what is happening. Will the script run on the IE browser, yes or no? IE browser is launching. Is this IE browser or Edge browser? This is Edge browser, I think so.
It's Edge.
Edge browser. What if you close this and see, but it's actually loading in the IE browser. IE mode of the Edge browser, it's loading, but go.
Yeah, I can't see the logo here. I mean,
yes. In the search box, type here to search, right? In the search box, you just type Internet Explorer there. Internet Explorer. Yeah, Internet Explorer option is coming, right? Just open that IE browser once. Yeah, that one. Yes. Just select that. Okay. Again, you type the same thing. You didn't do in a proper way. Again, type Internet Explorer there.
Yeah.
Not there. In the search box in the bottom.
Okay.
Again, search for Internet Explorer. Just click on that app directly. Internet Explorer. Yes, app is already came right under app section. Internet Explorer. Yeah, under the apps, you can see the IE browser, right? That one. Yeah, just click on that. Is it launching? The feature of IE browser is in Microsoft Edge, has been retired and is no longer supported. If any site you visit needs internet, you can reload it using IE mode in select continue to get started with Edge, the fast and secure browser. Continue, click on continue. I think they are not allowing, right? They're not allowing. So there is no way of running the scripts on IE browser anymore then. Okay.
Yeah.
The scripts will be running on Edge browser automatically. When you write the code for IE browser, the scripts are running on the Edge browser. Okay. You can stop sharing your screen. This is what I want to do.
I don't know.
Even though it's IE mode also, it's Edge browser only still. Even though it is IE browser also, it's Edge mode still. Okay. So when you run the scripts using IE, that thing, right? The scripts are running on the IE mode. Simple thing. Okay. There is no separate browser now. They are not allowing you to run the IE browser separate.
Okay.
You can stop sharing, no problem. Anyhow, your thing and my thing is same now. At least you are seeing that IE browser option. But when you select the IE browser option, they are displaying a message to you saying that no more supported, right? They're restricting. That's enough. Okay. You can stop sharing your screen now.
But do I have to upgrade to Windows 11 or I mean?
No, not required. Not required. Okay. If required, only you upgrade. It's not compulsory. Okay. With Windows 10 also, it's fine.
Sure.
For Selenium, it's not compulsory. For Windows 10. Okay. Windows 11 is not compulsory. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, Chetan, do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. I have sent you the question screenshot. Actually, in my system, build failure error is coming. Actually, build is not build success. I'm not getting the build success and I'm getting some errors. I have shared the screenshot to you personally. Can you please look and tell me what exactly missing? Yeah, please.
Let's see. Okay, just give me a second. I'm just working on IE browser thing once. After that, I'll just come to you. So here, if you want to run your scripts on Internet Explorer browser, which is deprecated already by Microsoft company, you still try to do what is happening in ABC machine is like it's completely different, right? Internet Explorer driver is equal to new Internet Explorer driver. Okay. Control Shift O, automatically imported now. Okay. And right click and say run as Java application. Let's see. If I'm running the script, what is happening in my machine? IE browser is not there, only Edge browser is there. But is the Edge browser getting opened up or something in the latest versions of Windows? Let's find it out. Yeah, Edge browser is launching, guys. You can see that Edge browser is launching. Whether the Edge browser is launching in which mode? Edge browser is launching in which mode, guys? It's not launching in default mode. It's launching in IE browser mode, Internet Explorer mode. This is what is happening with the latest. Okay, if you still want to run your automation scripts on IE browser, this is the way. Okay, the scripts will launch in the IE browser mode. You see, the mode is IE browser mode here. Okay, IE browser. Normally, if you launch the Edge browser, right, in your machine, if you normally launch the browser, right, IE browser mode will not come. Okay, if you normally launch the Edge browser, the IE mode will not come. By default, IE mode will not come. You see, is IE mode coming here? Guys, is IE mode coming here? IE mode is not coming, right? IE mode is not coming here. This is Edge browser. Okay. So by default, IE mode is not coming. But when you run the scripts in your Windows machine by creating an object for Internet Explorer driver, okay, the IE mode of that IE browser, IE mode of that Edge browser is opening up, okay, automatically. Okay, you don't have to change the settings of the Edge browser, but the scripts are running in the IE mode of the Edge browser. Okay. Now in the latest days, okay, IE mode is opening up in Edge browser. Edge browser is opening, but with IE mode. But if you normally say Edge driver is called Edge driver, here IE mode will not come. Normal Edge browser will open. Here the Edge browser will open in a normal mode, not in IE browser mode. Okay. Till 2029, this feature will be there. So till then it will be there. Okay, you see, here you see, this is Microsoft Edge mode only. It's not IE browser mode. But if I run the scripts from this IE browser demo, just see here what is happening. IE mode is coming. The script is it's launching the Edge browser. In that Edge browser, it's setting that browser to the IE browser mode. So that Microsoft company is not encouraging you to use the older version of IE browser. They are asking you to use the IE mode. Okay, the scripts will run in the IE mode of the Edge browser. Okay, this icon extra is coming here when you run the scripts. So coming to Safari, also I covered. Opera is not supported by Selenium anymore. I cannot show you Opera. Remaining all things I have showed you in this session. Okay. So who is having the problem?
It's me, Chetna.
Yeah, Chetna. Like what? Can you put the screenshot in this chat once so that I can see?
Sure.
Okay. So anyone have any other questions meanwhile? Does anyone have any other questions?
Yes. Earlier you said we don't need to add the WebDriver manager dependencies. I missed that part.
Okay. So thing is that initially what we used to do in Selenium automation in the initial days is that let's take one of the thing. Initially what we used to do is we have to write like the system dot set property. Here property name we used to give earlier days. It's very long time ago. Okay, WebDriver dot. If this Chrome, right, we have to give a property name here. This Chrome browser, right, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver or something should be there. WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. Okay, and here we used to download an exe file. Okay, so from the official website of Selenium. Okay, from the official website of Selenium for every browser, right? If you go to this, for example, Chrome dot, go to the documentation here. Now it's not required. Earlier we used to do like this. Okay, Chrome driver used to be there, and we used to go to this Chrome driver. I think they are not providing now. Okay, earlier we used to have that. Some Chrome driver.exe file we used to download that. Some exe file. After downloading that, we used to create a folder here and provide the driver and provide the path of the Chrome driver. Since I'm not getting that, I'm just writing here. It's a very old bag, right? We'll not get all the things. Path of the Chrome driver.exe that is added in this project, we used to write here. If you don't write this one, the browser was will not open earlier. In the earlier times, the browser will not open if in case this particular path to this Chrome driver.exe file is not set. Okay. If you have not set the path to this Chrome driver.exe file, this Chrome browser will not launch. You'll get a kind of error. Okay. Earlier you used to get a error, but this one is required right now. It's not required. It's not required anymore. So what came later is to overcome this problem of manually downloading the Chrome driver.exe and setting the path and giving the path of the Chrome driver.exe, right? What came later is that there came a third-party library known as WebDriver Manager. Okay, WebDriver Manager dot used to write like this: Chrome driver dot some setup. Like this, we used to write some code. This WebDriver Manager is not belonging to Selenium library. It belongs to the WebDriver Manager library. For this, we used to go to the MVN repository here. For this, we used to go to the MVN repository here. This is not required right now. Okay, whatever I explained today is enough. Here we used to search for WebDriver Manager. WebDriver Manager. Gone are the days when we have to use WebDriver Manager from Boni Garcia, and we used to take the latest version and add this, copy this, and then you would have imported this WebDriver Manager. Okay, then this particular thing is not required. This particular thing was not required when this came into the market. When WebDriver Manager came into the market, giving us the facility of automatically managing the whatever the driver that driver Chrome driver.exe, you don't have to manually download that, put into the project, give the path here. That was gone once the WebDriver Manager came. Now this WebDriver Manager is also a third-party library. So later came what? Later came what? Selenium Manager. Everyone type in the chat box. Later came what? Selenium Manager came later. Everyone type Selenium Manager in the chat box so that you guys can remember. Olden days, we used to use this particular way of setting the driver Chrome driver.exe file path. Later, WebDriver Manager came where you don't have to download the Chrome driver.exe. Automatically, WebDriver Manager used to manage this Chrome driver.exe that is required for our launching of the browser, etc. Later, what happened? This is a third-party library still. Okay, apart from Selenium library, you should have the third-party library. Now, what Selenium guys have done is, instead of we depending on a third-party library, Selenium guys have come up with their own manager. Instead of WebDriver Manager, they came with Selenium Manager. So if you, when you download this, when you put Selenium Java dependency tags in the pom.xml file, right, under the Maven dependencies, here, somewhere here, you see, you can see the Selenium Manager jar file. Can you guys see that Selenium Manager part? It's coming by default. Okay, because of the Selenium Manager, you don't even have to use this stuff. Because of the Selenium Manager, you don't have to use any of this stuff. Okay, any of this stuff you don't have to use. Is it clear now, Manju? You don't have to set the path for the Chrome driver.exe file, and that setting of the path was gone when WebDriver Manager got introduced, but still WebDriver Manager was a third-party library. So instead of depending on a third-party library, Selenium guys, in the latest version of Selenium, that is Selenium 4, they have introduced something known as Selenium Manager, because of which you don't even have to write this line or don't have to write this line also. Directly you write Chrome driver is called new Chrome driver that will launch the Chrome browser. Earlier we used to write some extra line, either this line or this line we used to write. Since we have the Selenium Manager right now inbuilt in our Selenium library, we don't have to write any lines. These lines are not required anymore. Directly write Chrome driver is called new Chrome driver. Automatically Selenium Manager will take care of this driver.exe file, Chrome driver.exe file automatically. Clear? Everyone clear with this? Type C in the chat box if it is clear. So, okay, when you are getting these errors, Chetana?
Since I have installed it, I'm getting this error.
Okay. 1 minute. I'm just opening the screenshots. Okay, so why .xml file is like this? Why pom.xml file is like this?
I don't know why it is coming.
Proper way. You didn't create the project in a proper way. Okay.
Okay, I have created in a both way, but it is not giving me that archetype quick start and this options while creating. It is creating directly, and then I'm not getting build in this project form file. Form dot. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem here is that you have to get that archetype, and with that archetype only you have to create better. Otherwise, manually add the dependency tags. And then
Okay.
add the
So where to add the manually dependencies? Directly here?
you can compare our file actually. Okay, you don't have to copy the entire file, but we will paste the code of because you are not getting Maven archetype. Better to have that Maven archetype quick start. Okay, but still I'll paste the code here. Okay, in the chat box we are pasting. Okay, it's not taking it here. We'll do one thing.
Mhm.
1 minute. So here under the project you add the dependencies. Okay, this particular dependencies you add. Just add this dependencies part. Okay, this part you add. I cannot paste that because it's XML, right? It's taking as security reasons.
No,
It's
I
not
will
allowed.
take it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
No, I will take from Maven repository online.
okay. I pasted now. You can take it and copy paste near project. Okay.
Yes.
But I still
Thank
recommend you
you.
to create the project in a proper way. Okay. Try that.
Okay, I
Try to
will
create the
try.
project in a
Because
proper.
I'm not getting that option. I'm getting that option in my personal computer, but I'm not getting that option in my company laptop.
Maybe
And there,
they're restricting that. Okay. But try that in your personal laptop only in that case. Okay. If it is not working in your company, better to practice on your personal laptop. Maybe your company people are restricting that. So because in the coming days, right, we'll be using this kind of template and a lot of things will keep coming. So you'll get stuck there. Okay, it's better
actually,
you.
I have allotted the automation project, and I'm very new to this one. I have
Okay.
accepted because I was on bench. So
Mhm.
that's why I have just installed the 3 days back. I have installed the Eclipse.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
plenty.
Which version of Eclipse you have installed?
It's 2020-09, I guess. Yeah, 09.
Mhm.
2022
See here, whatever the
version.
version, is it matching here with the version that you see here?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is the one.
Yeah, this one. Right.
2024-03. And have you
Yeah,
installed?
in case I can.
Have you
I have
installed
both.
this one? This variation?
Yeah. Web developer. Yes, Java and web developer.
Enterprise Java and web developers. Okay, and this version should be there. If not, you just take the latest version, and in that try to create a Maven project again. Okay, it's compulsory that when you create a Maven project, this option should come. Okay,
Okay, I'll try.
try that again, and here you have to
Not
compulsory
coming.
Maven icon archetype icon quick start. You have to search.
Yeah, this is not coming directly. I'm getting that archetype ID, group ID, and then finish. That's it. It's directly taking.
Okay, nothing
What
is coming
is
there for you in that case, right? Nothing is coming for you.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe they are restricting or something is happening, or check your Eclipse ID version or something. Some changes should be there. Try to compare your personal laptop with your company laptop and see what is the difference. Okay, you will get
Sure.
some idea, and if not, let me know. Okay, I'll try to explain again.
Sure.
Most probably that should be the case. It should work for everyone. Okay, if you are following the steps properly, it should work. Otherwise, yeah, you can try it out and let me know. Okay, no problem.
Yep, sure. Thank you so much.
Any other questions, guys? Any other questions from anyone? So today's session was purely about Selenium 4 automation, installation, and getting started. So these notes are there. See if there is something in the notes that I have to share with you, or these are older notes. I don't recommend you to watch these notes. Okay, I didn't update these notes anymore. Normal projects is not required anymore. Real time I showed you. There's nothing in these notes that I have to share. Okay, running scripts on different browsers. These are the 3 lines that you have to see. Create a Maven project, add the required dependencies to pom.xml file, then run the scripts on different browsers. Okay, that I have covered today. Okay, that's it, guys. Nothing is there in the notes. Okay, for you to share and all. Okay, let me see.
Go to the program. Can you go to the program, please?
1 minute. I think Chetana, you are using the older version only. You are not using the correct version. Any Eclipse ID for Java developers you are using. That's not correct. Okay, that's not correct. Okay, you have to use. That's the reason you are not getting. So the issue is identified. You just have to get this one. When you are installing Eclipse ID, right? You'll get this option. make sure that it's not for Java developers, it's for Eclipse ID for enterprise Java and web developers. Okay. If you don't want to do that, right, this kind of problems will come. I'll paste in the chat box. You can take the exact variation. Okay. Again, uninstall Eclipse ID from your machine and then install it again. Okay. With the latest one.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you. Thanks.
Welcome. Yes. Any other questions?
Yeah. So can you go to the program, sir?
Which one? Chrome driver.
Yeah. So Selenium, yeah. So do we need to use WebDriver Manager.ChromeDriver setup or Selenium Manager?
Not required anymore. This is inbuilt, right? I told you, right? Selenium Manager is inbuilt now. Selenium Manager.
Write that WebDriver Manager also.
Earlier we used to write. Now it is not required.
Oh, now it's not required. Okay.
Now this is not required. Before this, we used to write like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Before WebDriver Manager, we used to write like this. After that, WebDriver Manager came. Even this is the third-party library, right? Even this is not required right now. And now we have inbuilt Selenium Manager. Automatically, it's coming when with the Selenium libraries, right? So that is inbuilt.
Even if you write line number 9, it works, sir?
Directly line 11, you have to write. Directly line 11.
If you write 9, it will give any error, sir? If you write line number 9.
Not required, right? Why to,
Okay.
Yeah. If it is not required, why to go with that? Okay?
Actually. So, okay.
Yeah, don't try that also. Okay. These lines are not required.
This one, sir? Which version onwards it stopped actually? Line number 9.
Selenium 4 version, I think so, but exactly I don't remember. Okay. Selenium 4 version. Selenium 4 onwards it came basically. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Selenium Manager got introduced in which version of Selenium WebDriver? Let's see. 4.6. They are saying 4.6. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Four 4.6.0 onwards, we got Selenium Manager. From if you are using older version of Selenium WebDriver, right, below 4.6, right, then you have to use WebDriver Manager. But from 4.6 onwards, it's not required because it is inbuilt. Okay, it's inbuilt. In the form of Selenium Manager, it is inbuilt. Okay, a lot of people don't know that, but you have to upgrade yourself like this. Okay, these are the latest changes that happened in Selenium. Okay. Okay, any other questions? Guys, anyone have any other questions? Today is all about setup and how to run the scripts on different browsers. I wanted to show you how to create this Maven project and all. Tomorrow we'll go with the next part for tomorrow will be Selenium WebDriver commands. Okay. High level important Selenium WebDriver commands we'll discuss. Later we'll go with the advanced parts of Selenium. But for now, for tomorrow, we'll cover the Selenium WebDriver commands. Okay. Tomorrow, next session will be on Selenium WebDriver commands, where different commands are there in Selenium library like this. So there are a lot of commands. Apart from this, there are a lot of commands. You see, till here only I'm going to cover tomorrow. Okay. The remaining commands like find elements and all will be covered as part of the advanced topics. Okay. Later. Tomorrow's session will contain the getting started list of Selenium WebDriver commands. Not all the commands, but getting started list. How to get started with Selenium WebDriver commands. The important commands will start tomorrow. Clear? Everyone clear with the tomorrow session also? Tomorrow will be Selenium WebDriver command session. Anyone new to this batch and want to talk to me, you can talk to me right now. Guys, anyone new to this batch can talk to me right now. If you have joined today and you need any guidance, let me know. Otherwise, it's fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, yeah, today only I joined.
Yeah, Preeti,
so
today, right? So, Preeti, today is the first session of Selenium automation. Okay. So, but we have completed few sessions already. Are you good with Java?
Yes.
Then no need to worry. You can continue the same way. But I'll give you the I'll give you some videos that you can watch because you're already aware of Java, right? To get more confidence on Java, you can watch my previous recordings. They will be repeated for you later anyhow. Okay. But for now, because you don't have to wait for, you don't have to wait for the next thing, right? So do like this. Just go to this. You are part of this WhatsApp group, right? Discussion group.
Yes, sir.
So just click on that. You will go to the description, show more, and in that you will find this Google Drive link. Copy this link and open that in your browser somewhere. Okay, in your browser, just open that. Wherever you have your Gmail address, whatever the Gmail you gave, right? if it is logged in, right, in that particular new tab, you just try to log into your Gmail if required, and and browse that particular link. You'll be able to access this, okay, with your registered email address. You'll be able to access that. In that batch2 folder will be there. Don't go for other stuff. Simply directly go for the batch2 folder. In the batch2 folder, okay, a lot of videos will be there here. So Java has started from here. You can start with Java here. Here, introduction to 13th video onwards. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Remaining all are prerequisites. That's okay. Okay. So I'll tell you like whenever that is required. Whenever you have time, right, from 13 to 24. Later you go with the first to 12. Okay. Whenever you have time. Okay. Just watch the videos at 1x or 1.5x or 2x speed. That will be okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Monica Reddy, if you're not good with the Java, then start with this day 13 session. Okay, start with day 13 session and go till this interfaces topic. Okay, is that fine, Monica Reddy? Start with the day 13 video. Just try to watch that and practice whatever possible. Okay, meanwhile, is that okay, Monica? Yeah, fine. Anyone have any problems joining late and better to start from 13. That will be enough, more than enough. Okay, remaining all are like we can cover anytime, but mandatory things are like from 13 to 24. If you are not good with Java, it's mandatory that you start with day 13 and try to go forward. Okay, you don't need also today's session also you can understand without Java knowledge. Very less amount of Java you can understand today's session. Tomorrow's session also you can easily understand. There's no issues. Meanwhile, I complete that and go to and start advanced portion of Java, right? Here, somewhere here, I'll start arrays, strings, wrapper classes, exception handling, packages, handling files, and collections. Before I start this part, right? Tomorrow we have Selenium WebDriver commands, and day after tomorrow, or maybe in this week only, we'll go with the advanced topics of Java. Before this comes, right, it's better I recommend you guys to, anyone have joined recently, right? Try to complete as many videos as possible. Day 13 onwards, you start. Okay, day 13 onwards, you start. Okay, fine. Remaining videos you can watch in your free time. It's not compulsory, but day 13 it's mandatory for you to start. Okay, watch as many videos as possible from day 13 and try to complete parallelly. Okay, so that will be a good thing. And important session will be here. What is the important session? Yeah, this is a day 18 is very important. Okay, day 18 is very important in Java. So I recommend everyone to complete day 18. Today also some constructors concept I taken up. If you're not understanding this means constructors, inheritance, a lot of things will keep coming. Okay, so start from day 13 and try to complete till 24. Watch it 1.5x speed. You'll be able to do it. Okay, for now just watch it 1.5x speed. Later you can practice it in a slow manner. But since we are going with the sessions, right, I recommend you guys to watch it, okay, at 1.5x speed. If you have any doubts, you can ask me at the end of the session. No problem. I'll clear your doubts. While watching these videos, if you are getting any doubts, you can let me know at the end of the session. Okay, if you're clear, that's fine. Any other doubts, guys? Any other doubts? Any other questions or doubts you may have? You guys have?
Sir, IE is completely replicated now, sir.
Yeah, IE is completely deprecated, but IE mode is there in the Edge browser.
Sorry, sir.
Separate browser is deprecated, but now if you want to still run some applications which are designed for your IE browser, right? You can launch that in the IE mode of the Edge browser.
Okay. IE mode of Edge browser.
There is IE mode in the Edge browser that you can enable it. You can Google it out. There are some settings that you can do in Edge browser if you want to by default open Edge, IE mode in Edge browser, but that is not required. Okay, you don't have to do that until it is required. So anyhow, when you are running the scripts by creating an object for the Internet Explorer driver, right, automatically that IE mode is coming. So you don't have to do much. You don't have to take any.
Install, do we need to install IE Explorer driver? Not install that similar to Chrome driver, Firefox driver like that. We need to download IE driver also, sir.
Not required anything. You see, because of Selenium Manager, nothing is required. Directly write Internet Explorer driver is called new Internet Explorer driver.
That line is required, right? Even though you are open.
Yeah, this line is required. Without this line, it will not launch the IE browser, right?
No, if I use Internet Explorer driver, will it launch Edge browser or it will launch?
It will launch Edge browser, but it will launch Edge browser in IE mode.
Uh-huh.
So in
Okay, got it.
you see, we have seen that in AB's machine, right? In Windows 10 also, IE browser is there, but when you open that, a message is coming saying that it's deprecated now. So there is no way of running the scripts on IE browser anymore. But if your application is still supporting IE browser, right, only way left out is in Edge browser, there is a mode that you can enable known as IE mode. That you don't have to do explicitly because the scripts are automatically enabling the IE mode in the Edge browser when you run the scripts.
We don't need to go to settings of IE browser and no need to do anything, na?
No need to do anything. You will not get IE browser. You see, if you are Windows 11, right, IE browser will not be there at all.
Okay, good.
Internet Explorer. You see, it will not be there. Internet Explorer. Okay. Microsoft.
Okay, so sir, WebDriver Manager has been stopped from 4.6.0, na? That's what you tried, right? Earlier?
Selenium Manager. Selenium Manager.
Selenium Manager 4.6.0, no, sir? Yeah.
Yes, correct. Selenium Manager from 4.6.0 onwards it started. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
5 minutes. Okay, that's all, guys. It's already late, so 10:30 already. So we'll wrap the session now, and we'll meet tomorrow, where I'm going to cover the different Selenium WebDriver commands. Okay, the getting started list of Selenium WebDriver commands I'm going to cover tomorrow. So this is an important session, guys. It's also important session. After that, we'll go with advanced topics of Java, and then some Locators advanced topics will go, and after that, we'll go with the advanced topics of Selenium Web. That's the plan. But for tomorrow, Selenium WebDriver commands getting started list. Getting started list will be covered tomorrow. Fine, not all the commands, but only the getting started list will be covered. Fine, guys. See you tomorrow at same time. Okay, bye everyone.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, welcome.